Hi, Elena. I've just listened to your presentation regarding the future of work, and it sounds really good. You took into consideration all the points that I had mentioned previously, which was introducing each aspect, which was really good. You clearly introduced each topic you wanted to talk about. You stayed within the frame, which was really good. We still had a couple of alsos. We could, say in addition, additionally, another point. We could, work on synonyms as well later on. The unfortunately, I mean, I hate to keep picking out problems, but I didn't actually see a lot of relevance for the answers you gave for numbers 2 and 3 in accordance with the question itself, if I'm not mistaken. Part 2, the second part, which you mentioned in your itinerary of what you were going to talk about, you said the role of modern communication. And I think in your presentation you said communication plays a big role in our life. But if I'm not mistaken, that is not the question. The question is the role of modern communication at work and not in our life, and that's two different aspects, isn't it? The role that modern communication plays at work, the fact that people Skype, the fact that people use emails and they use internet instead of actually going into work, and they use it staying at home. So it would have been a good idea, I think, to link it more into work rather than linking it more into their personal life. This is the way I understood it. And also for part 3, the importance of team building at work. You did mention team building towards the end, but the 1 or 2 sentences that you mentioned was more about the ambience, more about the environment of work, which again isn't really talking about what you've mentioned here, about the importance of team building. If you remember, we had a handout regarding team building at work, and how obviously 2 heads or 5 heads are better than 1, and the fact that it's going to be a lot more effective, a lot more productive, which is what you mentioned. But a lot of, what you did mention initially started with the working environment, whereas the question is talking about the importance of team building at work. So the environment, yes, is very important, but I think more focus should be given on the importance of team building, and just a little bit on the environment, if that's okay. But again, the timing was fantastic. What you mentioned was really good. The first part, you gave 2 advantages, you gave a disadvantage, and they were all spot on. Very correct, very, very good. So now we're just looking at trying to answer the question itself. What you said grammatically, vocabulary-wise, was correct, but it wasn't targeted at the question itself. Okay? Thank you very much for that.